New developments tonight from the port of Mobile, Alabama. Investigators now looking at the disabled engine on board the Carnival Triumph cruise ship. The ship, of course, losing all power last Sunday after a fire in that part of the ship. And as the inspection goes on, the cruise line has been slapped with the first lawsuit from a passenger who called the cruise ship a, quote, floating hell. That's a nightmare travelers on another Carnival ship know all too well. The Costa Concordia 1 year ago, now still lying on its side off a small island in Italy. And tonight, the captain of that ship back in the news. ABC's Dan Harris just back from Italy tonight.
It was one of the largest, costliest, and arguably most infamous cruise ship disasters since the Titanic.
Get the kids, go.
The Costa Concordia, a 15-story luxury liner which ran aground off the coast of Italy, killing 32 people. An hour into our voyage, it came looming into sight.
That is extraordinary. More than a year after the Costa Concordia went down, here it is. It's still here, surrounded by cranes and other vessels.
They are welding a series of enormous buoyancy tanks to one side of the boat, which will be used to rotate it upright. It is a far cry from the ship's heyday. Her captain, a made-for-TV villain named Francesco Scatino. By the time Captain Scatino got around to issuing the abandoned ship order, the vessel was in chaos, with people pushing one another to get onto the lifeboats, and some of them jumping to their deaths. Meanwhile, Captain Scatino was long gone. He later said he tripped and fell into a lifeboat. A Coast Guard official was recorded screaming at the captain to go back and help. Damn it, he said, go back on board. One of the major ongoing frustrations for the survivors, lawsuits against Carnival Cruise Lines, which owns the Costa Concordia, are unlikely to go far. Maritime law is not generous to victims of disasters. Lynn Kalin collected just over $9,000.
It definitely doesn't cover the stress in our going to psychiatrists and things like that, and all of our belongings on the ship. And we're still living with it.
So what has become of the man who is allegedly to blame for this accident? Since the crash, he's been publicly defending his actions. And here's the kicker. He is now suing the cruise company to get his job back.
I don't understand how someone that has done what he has done could even consider him working for the industry ever again.
And GMA Weekend anchor Dan Harris with us now, back from Italy. And Dan, you were pointing out that this captain really is on the eve of learning his own fate.
Hi, David. Captain Scatino has to be pretty nervous right now. In a matter of weeks, we're expecting a judge to rule on whether to charge him, indict him on multiple manslaughter, causing a wreck, and abandoning ship. So the man they call Chicken of the Sea could be looking at life in prison.